I think you're currently studying law.
No, I finished.
Okay.
Everyone.
So,
Gambia, deliver the Bunkaya, Yami, Naki Monyama, Umatala, Fulanda, Nabuga to Makara. Gambian Talent TV, where you learn how Kantol Kidimandi, you learn how Kantol Nanyandi, you learn how Kali Sewondi, you learn how Kali Pudindi, you learn how Kali Dondi, for the Wolatina, Ngoebe Facebook, Wolatina, Ngoebe YouTube, Wolatina, Ngoebe Fandamela. Ndabali bunga Gambian Talents Warning TV boy ngoe wate wati ngawole la moy wate wati ngawole jubero ndajaworo boy bali bunga Gambian Talents TV sole mu mbeli metema kosungala mo ngoe ko mbeli metema komi sungala mo tai.
Hello, wonderful viewers that are watching the Gambian Talent Promotion live here on the Youth Bantaba show. And I am your host, Mariama Cham. As we always do it every Friday here from 12 to 1 o'clock, where we discuss about crucial issues that are affecting youths and children in our society. And then today with me here, I am so excited to have these two dynamic young ladies with me here. I'm so very much excited that I don't even know where to start, neither where to end. But with me here today, well, don't think that we are biased, because this is Gambian Talent Promotion. Every Friday we come up with new ideas and interesting topic on the table. But today with me here, I have Salimatu Fati. Salimatu Fati, I think when you heard the name Salimatu Fati, she is not a new person in the Gambia. She is the founder of the Salimatu Fati Foundation for Education, who is also helping young children, most especially the vulnerable ones, who are less privileged to have access to education and quality as well. Salimatu Fati is also studying law at the University of the Gambia. So this is Salimatu Fati. You are welcome to our program.
Thank you so much for the invitation, Mariama, and as well to Gambian Talent Promotion. You already introduced myself. Yeah, you already introduced me basically. So, hello viewers, I'm Salimatu Fati, like she mentioned, and I'm studying law currently at the University of the Gambia, and I'm the founder of the Salimatu Foundation for Education. And aside of that, and I also work for Camino Solidarios.
And also, you will get to know more about her engagement with regards to youth empowerment in our country. And then again, we have Ma'am Degen. Ma'am Degen also is the founder of No Box Foundation. Get ready to have your book and your pen so that you can write so many knowledge that you are going to gain from these young people. And I think this is a great privilege even for me to have them on board. So Ma'am Degen, you're also welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for having me, and thank you very much to Gambia Talent Promotion too. It's a pleasure to be on the show.
Sure, it is a pleasure to be on the show, and also it is a pleasure to have two of you on the show today. Facebook page, then you like it and it is live. You can also click on YouTube, and then you go to Wazi TV and all different social media channel outlets where you can catch up to our Youth Bantaba show. And to tell you that today my Ndama Katul is not around me, wherever you are, we are also saying hi to you. Today also, from the introduction with these two people, we are going to also talk about a very sensitive topic, and that is gender-based violence. I know this is a topic, whenever you mention it, when we talk about gender-based violence, and Ma'am Degen too, who is a blogger, you know, I'm right. Yeah. Sure. Who also writes so many powerful information, and that thousands of people around the world are seeing, will also get to know what Ma'am Degen have in place. So Salimatu, first of all, before we get into the topic proper, I want to know how the Salimatu Foundation came about.
Okay, so basically, I have been asking this question several times.
Yes.
Most of my interviews, I don't know. Would I have been listening to my interviews, this answer would not be new to you. So for the people that are viewing this for the first time, Salimatu's Foundation for Education came on board because of my personal story. You know, I faced like a lot of obstacles when I was going to school, and at some point I needed to drop out of school. So it's because of this passion that underpinned me to advocate for quality education. And you know, when it's come to legality, you cannot just come and talk to people like that. There must be something legal that will guide you. And it's because of this reason that we set up Salimatu Foundation for Education.
Yeah, you see, as I said, you will get to hear more about it, because one of the main things that I got inspired by this foundation, because though so many people have faced so many challenges when they were going to school, and then some of them too, it led to their school dropout. But then again, you find it very rare for such young people like you to set up a foundation, because many people, yes, well, I've been to school, I faced so many challenges, maybe with regards to my school fees, with regards to transport, so many other aspects in life, so many big dreams. We want to be like Michelle Obama. As young as you are, at your age, and then, you know, still struggling, going to school at the university, and then set up this foundation where, to be honest, a lot of young people are benefiting from this, young people and then parents. So that is why when I do follow your social media.
Thank you.
and actually I watch some of your interviews that you have. So that is why I said I also need to invite Salimatu on my show on board. So and then again to Ma'am Degen, you know me. I'm a type that, you know, when it comes to writing is my problem.
Okay.
You see, sometimes I will tell Oumie that, in fact, Oumie, to be honest, I really got inspired by you. You know, sometimes when people are reciting poem, or when people are writing, most especially too much of writing, even when I saw it on my WhatsApp page, to read it is a problem. So you being the founder of Box Foundation, I don't know what the box means, and then what inspired you to be a blogger?
Okay, thank you very much for that question. I get asked that question. We face so many different challenges that stops us from achieving what we achieve, from doing what we want to do, from living the lives that we want to live as young women and girls in this community. So as a result, I felt boxed, that women and girls are boxed. And a lot of my friends and other people that I know in the community feel that they are boxed. So when I was in the university, I started this organization, and my story and the stories of the women I grew up around really inspired that. So No Box Foundation is really about whatever they can want to do, whatever they want. Breaking the barriers for women and giving them the opportunities and the skills they need to live the lives that they want. It's about women and girls realizing and harnessing their full potential. Because some women and girls realize their full potential, they know that they can do this, but because of the social cultural issues in our community, they cannot do that. So that is what the No Box symbolizes. No Box symbolizes breaking the box and being what we can be as women. So what really inspired me blogging, so you people can just go into my blog. It's www.degenblog.com, and you can read all of my articles. So what really inspired the blog was that I like to write. I'm not a perfect writer, but I like to write, and I'm very passionate about women's rights issues. And I feel like there's not just one thing you can do. You can be an activist, you can run an NGO, but at the same time, you can do other things. Whatever you feel like you have the time to do, and it can improve the lives of women and girls, you do it. And besides, writing is something that I like, and I found out that blogging too is a platform that you can get people to talk about issues affecting women in the Gambia and around the world. Because if you write a blog in the Gambia and you post it, you see people in China, people in the US, people in other parts of Africa reading your blog, and then people have this conversation. Some people agree with you, some people don't agree with you. But the most important thing is that people are talking about these issues. For me, that is the most important thing, because if we are talking about these issues, that means that at least we are one step closer to solving the problem. But if we are putting it on the rug and nobody's talking about these issues, then that is a problem. So basically, that is what inspired the blog and Notebox Foundation.
Wow. As youth, as in our society as well, because so many burning issues are affecting us within our surrounding. Either me to go into the court or don't allow me to go into the prison and all those stuff. And these are some of the things that we need to voice out, because if but no one will blow it for you. So that is very, very true. So I think both of you, with the work that you are doing, is just amazing, because it's all going to you're all bringing together the fight for gender-based violence as to the topic that we are about to discuss. And this is if we have young people like you at your age trying to push this and then try to bring this agenda forward so that people can see, I think all of you that are watching should really get inspired. As I said, get your book and your pencil and your pen rather, and try to jot down some of the important points that this young lady are trying to say. Yet again, Salimatu Foundation, you see this foundation, because I can say the foundation is really something that is really helping young people, because according to what I understand, because I am a member of the foundation, and then it has really helped some young people whom you know that they find it very difficult with regards to public speaking. Foundation, it's not just only helping vulnerable people in our society, but then also it is helping those that want to come and volunteer. So many amazing work that you have been doing to the country. You've traveled a lot with regards to helping young people in your foundation, and then I think just recently among the young influential youth, something like that, because yes. So I think let us just hear it from the very well passing, so that we can get to know. But though I normally this is very important, because if her like as about gender-based violence or as a blogger, if I don't help you or support you in what you're doing, then as you are, because but yet still it has not yet come out. So Salima wa Salima lu mo tuki wa
You don't, have a focus.
You don't have a vision.
Yeah, you don't have a vision. Love what you are doing.
Sure.
And motivate. So it is not we've been
Without funding we can go.
exactly. You were in the foundation.
Very, very true, because that's what I used to tell young people.
Okay.
For Mom Degan, actually, as I said, I was very, very eager to see you and know you.
Okay.
Because Rizit Bin is my colleague. Oumie will be like, Mom Degan. Because I think you've been together at NACOF, and then I think in this life, whatever you're doing as a young person, just be humble to yourself. You have to be down to earth, and then love everybody. Because hadn't been that you don't have love for children, and then you don't have love for youth and for your country, we wouldn't be here, neither to talk about such kind of issues or to get to interact with one another. Because I've been hearing so many things about you, like the good thing that you're doing, the work that you're doing. I'm like, Oumie, who is this Mom Degan that you're talking about? Because you always talk about Mom Degan. So Sally made mention of something that is very, very important. Because most of the time as youth, we are so dependent to one another, or we are so dependent to our parents, or waiting for people to come and do something for us ready-madely, which we don't want to see the struggle in life, or want to go for it and try as a young person at that moment. And when I seek for her attention and for her advice, she will tell me, Mariama, you have to push up, because what I've been through, you haven't even reached to that stone. So you have to push up and you have to work harder in order to reach there. So I want to hear your own perspective then. Why do you think that you from this foundation, or with or without money, you can go? And what
Okay. So before I even answer that question, I just want to make a comment about what Sally said about traveling and,
Sure.
and just getting awards. I think that a lot of people have a misconception with regards to activism. They come into activism, some, not all, but a few come into activism because they see other people being activists and then they get these opportunities.
Sure.
And they feel like this is what activism is all about.
Thank you.
Sometimes, most of the time, it's a struggle. It's going to communities and talking to people and going in the hot sun and doing stuff.
And sometimes
so
you get
and this woman just kept shouting at me.
Yeah.
We don't want to talk to
thank
you.
God you were not beaten.
You know, things like that happen. I think the goal is, when you want to be an activist, the goal is not to travel or to get awards.
Exactly.
The goal is to bring about change in your community. That was not our goal. Our goal was to bring about change in our community.
Yeah.
I think when young people are coming into activism, they should come into that activism with that mindset of, I'm coming to bring about change, not looking for travel opportunities and stuff.
Very
But
good.
the second thing is, you asked about
The dependency
the
issue.
dependency issues. I think when I started No Box Foundation for Women and Girls, it was self-funded. And the first 2 projects we did was self-funded.
Wow.
Because as a new foundation, if you were waiting for donors, you wouldn't implement any projects.
Sure.
Yeah, so you need to come up with new creative ways to implement your projects. So I think young people too, that's a huge question, but I think we should just perfect. There are days when you have a project and you go to the donors, present your project proposal, and they would fund. And then
to love what you do with. The reason why you see Ma'am Degen here and Salimatu is because they have been through a lot. That is why sometimes when we are trekking on the street, and I'll be like, Oumie, ñun kañ la ñoo jeexal si struggle bi. But these are all experiences that you need to tell a story to your children, that you know what, I have been into this. And when I was going to school, I would trek from my school to my home. Sometimes people will be like, yen ñaar doo leen musanjol because of that. It's not about doing musanjol, but these are all experiences, because if other people come and tell you their story, you will be like, all of a sudden for me, I don't have any story to tell. Because if this particular person can able to accommodate such kind of issues that she was facing, so why not me? So still to remind our wonderful viewers that are watching, most especially the diaspora, this is the Youth Bantaba show here on Gambian Talent Promotion, and I am your host today, Mariama Cham, and then I have 2 young dynamic young lady here with me, who is Salimatu Fati and then Ma'am Degen. So the topic that we are discussing is gender-based violence. This is a very sensitive topic. And Sally is a feminist. Ma'am Degen too is an activist.
I'm a feminist too.
Thank you. So I have 2 feminists. And she also once worked with Think Young Women, the Gambia. And you're still working with them.
I'm a volunteer at Think Young
Thank
Women.
you. I attended their mentorship program for 3 months, and along the 3 months I learned a lot. And not only learning a lot, but I get so many life skills. Not only life skills, but also discipline. Because as the saying goes, and always I used to quote from my former principal, discipline is the first law in heaven. So I think as young people, we need to be disciplined in whatever we are doing, so that we can also able to gender-based violence is a very sensitive topic, and when we talk about gender, we are not only talking about female. Point of correction anyway, because people think that whenever worker, part of our model, we also So at first when I heard about gender, I thought that it was only women issue. So, and in my class too, boys were so gender sensitive to an extent that whenever you talk about gender, they think that it's women aspect. But thank God that when we had Mr. about the history of gender. That was the very day I got relaxed. And that was mbokk yi ñoo seetaan bu dee yéen a ñoo topp ci Gambian Talent Promotion bi fii amal fii ci bëccëg raada ko ci foundation am loxo jotut seen no box with Salimatu in the same house. Neither I am living with Ma'am Degen. But these are all young people that we work together with. So as we are working together, we tend to know so many about our youth work. So I want you to tell our viewers that are watching, when we talk about gender actually, or gender perspective, so let them know, so that men that are watching will not say Mariama cham dafa bias mota mu andi fi tay ay jigen. It's not about I andi only ay jigen, but we also used to get men as well. Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, I will just have to make a bit of clarification about my stance on feminism. Usually I consider myself as a gender activist than feminist. I still have to do more research. I consider myself gender activist because of the work about the responsibility in the house chores. The reason why I consider myself mostly gender activist than feminist. So usually to my introduction, when we talk about gender, we're actually talking about both sexes, man and a woman, boy and a girl. So it's not about we are talking about women and we are letting men out. You know, that's not what we. Okay, we are just trying to say respect our rights as a woman and we will respect your rights as a man. You get, so that's what exactly what we mean, but it's not like competition. That's not what gender I mean the 50-50 is trying to address.
Okay, that is very, very true. So now we hear it from Salimatu, that when we talk about gender, it doesn't mean only Mariama cham or only Salimatu. We are talking about the sex, like the biological aspect between male and female. So trying to say is try to give opportunity to both men and women. Like if you said that women rights and men rights, because when you talk about human right, you're not going to try to distinguish whether men or female. It all entail about the aspect of people or human. So in as your right to freedom of expression, the same too to the right of men to freedom of expression. But ma'am, then again when you come to the gender role aspect, comes to, let's say, doing the domestic choice, when it comes to, you know, trying to give, schooling, giving children a better shelter, clothing and all, it should only done by women. Sometimes you go to a particular home whereby you see a woman, you know, her alone cooking, her alone the child is crying, the mom be like, "Mane, kaya nga jël sa doom bi nampal ko," or "Come and take this child to do whatever." I mean, don't you think also
I'll just like to make a first comment. That is, I'm a full feminist.
Sure.
Yeah, I think feminism encompasses everyone. Feminism is fighting against sexism and sexist oppression. So it's not reverse discrimination. And secondly, I would like to make a comment about the whole gender thing. So people need to understand that there's a difference between gender and sex. Gender is the socially constructed roles and responsibilities between male and female. Who's supposed to cook? Women. Gender. Who's supposed to go get money and bring to the house?
The man.
That's gender. But when we talk about sex, sex is the biological aspect.
Yeah.
So because when you have, the Gambia is evolving, that's number one. And you are going to school, your husband is going to school, or you and your husband work. You both come back home and he expects you to go into the kitchen, cook, clean the house, feed the children. Men need to know that the domestic chores are not just meant for women. I think in Chimamanda's book, she said something about the knowledge of cooking does not come pre-installed in a woman's vagina. And it's true. Cooking is learned. You know what? You can be a mechanic if you want to be a mechanic. You're a girl. It is not unladylike to be a mechanic. We should teach little boys and girls that they can be anything that they want to be, regardless of their gender. Nobody's gender should stop them. And in the domestic work too, if everyone is pulling their part, it becomes easier for everyone.
Sure.
Very, very important skill. Why would you let someone
That is very, very true because in our society, Sally, they will be like, she has been controlled by her wife.
Yeah.
Because all the work. In fact, for me, most especially my mboki fana, they will be like, Mom dafa ñaka fayda di, Mom jabaram moko elif, and all those stuffs. And it should not be like that. Because as Pam said, this is a collective responsibility. You see, it is very, in fact, we are the one, like, let's say Africa or in our society, or us within ourselves, are making things hard and difficult. But I mean, you go to other parts of the world, or even like in Islam, like in our religion typically. In fact, they have made everything easier. It's not only, like Mufti said, it's not only like the female who should do the thing. Each and every person has a role. Like that department, you leave it for her. That department, leave it for other people. So, I mean, Sally, I want you to come into that aspect that in our society, the way they view gender, and then they think that men should not do any other thing with regards to the home.
So this is very crucial. Of a man, you get I've just concluded a mentorship program for young guys, and we discuss about this virginity. You get about this virginity test.
Okay.
And this is something, you know, some empowerment is good. If you are not really empowered, just live anyhow, people are going to define you. And once people are defining you, you are losing focus. You cannot be yourself anymore.
Obviously.
It's like you are in prison. That's why you are not in physical prison, but mentally, spiritually, you are still, in the prison. So we have seen, like, for first day of the night, like people will come and try to test your virginity, if you are a virgin or not. And I always ask, why are we doing this? And they say it's because if you are not a virgin, your husband family are not going to respect you, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm a Muslim. I'm a practicing Muslim, for that matter. And I believe in what the Quran have said. But one thing I'm really sure, and 100% sure, is even Islam does not approve for this first night thing. You get it? So if you are proving me as a woman, but how about the man? How can you go and prove the man that if the man has sex before or not? You get? We have to go away from all of it. So all the young women. And we fast as fast. Culture is something that has been made by people.
Yes.
And we can a very big problem in this.
Yes.
You see, when it comes to Islam, men, most especially, try to interpret Islam in literally.
In a very wrong way and in their own
In the way
interest.
that fits them.
Yeah, thank you.
So
Yes.
my advice to women is try to get yourself a knowledge. Try to get a knowledge, because even Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said this, that you have to seek for a knowledge. So if you don't, because sometimes when they bring Islam, they step back.
Yes.
You get it. But even like your husband, your uncle, your dad, Islam, when the Prophet was bringing Islam, I'm sorry, but they were not there.
Yes.
So this is something, a family that, we are all brought up. So we all have the opportunity to learn about what the Quran has said. It's high time we all. What has my religion stand on this? You get it? And let's try to go away with this kind of mentality culture that if I have to help my wife, my family, my neighbors will come to say that I'm a less of a man. We have to go away from. So all
Interesting. I actually have an article on that.
Yeah,
on
I
my
read
blog.
that.
You
I
read
read
that?
that, yeah.
Yeah, and I just feel like that is one form of violence against women. Exactly, and it's not even valid.
Yes.
There's no way of 100% knowing if someone is a virgin or not. And we need to change the culture too.
Sure.
Yeah.
You see, sometimes what I say is, in fact, some people. What hurts me is when we are talking about such sensitive issue. I mean, issues that are really affecting us, and then you try to bring religion aspect of it. Religion has not, in fact, all what the religion. I mean, if at all those steps that Islam said were the thing that we are going to do, I mean, we will have a better society.
Women be like a queen.
Yes.
If we go by Islam, what Islam has said, we are definitely a queen.
Yeah.
But most of the time, we are not really treated, I mean, as a queen.
Yeah.
And before, I have to be really honest, before I was empowered, I was so much believe in this virginity test. But once I get exposure and everything, I say, no, this is not a go area.
Yes.
Now, let's take, for example, like, let's say, for example, if a child got raped at that early stage, and the child got raped by an uncle, and you don't want anyone to know in the family, but now the rape has done, pregnancy, yes, it's not there, but the virginity is lost. So how are you going to prove in that particular night that if the person is not a virgin, now what are they going to say? She is a prostitute.
Yeah.
You get it?
And when it comes to that,
it's the uncle who raped the particular child. So we have, even men, you have a very, very strong point. Are we going to do this or not? Because I already have my stand. If any man that I'm going to get married to,
Yes.
all these old men will come. Play a point. That's not my.
Say today, when you talk about FGMC, they will tell you that Islam said this, Islam said that. I mean, But then when it comes to, let's say, with regard to, because they are trying to favor their own self, because they know this is part of them, this is their culture. When it comes to virginity, they start saying, "Wa mom yahuna, mom nina enele." I mean, we have to be realistic in whatever we are doing, ma'am.
Yeah, but how does losing your virginity in quotes spoil you?
Yeah.
And then a man is having sex, we praise them, we say Batman.
Yeah, but
tell women to be afraid of their sexuality and that they are not supposed to be celebrated for that. Yeah, and I also think that I want to make a comment about what Sally said about rape. So when a child is raped, mostly in the family, the concern usually is not how is she feeling, what is she going through. The concern is that maybe if in a few years' time the hymen would come back together, which is a myth, and then she will bleed. That is what they say. But I think the most important thing that we should do is try to change the culture.
Yeah.
Because culture was made by people with less information than we have right now, and culture evolves. But when people try to hold on to some of these things, even though it's harming other people, then it becomes a problem. We make culture and we can change it.
Yes.
I know that as Africans and as Gambians, we have very important cultures, and that is what makes us unique from all other parts of the world.
Sure.
But that doesn't mean that
affecting us. Why are we entertaining such?
Exactly.
Because culture before it has used to. I mean, all those cultures and cultures like child marriage, I mean, it has nothing to do with the young girl child, obviously.
It's about keeping the good and letting go of the bad.
Thank you.
Evolving, changing. That is, culture has always changed. Culture cannot be the same 100% for 100 years. Every day we get new information. Every day we learn new things. And people are traveling, coming back. That is going to affect.
Definitely talking about gender-based violence, we cannot definitely leave culture
out of it. It's part of it. Look at wife battering, for instance.
Thank you.
You beat your wife, you go to your mother's house, they tell you, munyal sa jekarla.
Wow.
And all of those, the munch syndrome is killing women.
And the thing is, you have to go by, you will not come to my house again.
Exactly, exactly. I've seen so many women who were told to go and die. And that is also part of changing.
Culture needs to be changed comme noo ko waxee rek te foog naa ne dëgg la mbokk yi ñoo seetaan rek ñu leen a fàttale ku ne seen youth Bantaba show bi la tey ñu leen fi am tuuti xam naa ne yow dégguloo soose waaye ibe man ni ko fokkati jande laal si olof bi waaw yow waaw tuuti ñu ngi ko doon wax ndeysaan programme bi dafa neex ba maa ngi fàtte sax maa ngi fàtte waaye nonetheless comme su ñëwee si yëfi let's say ne waaw good dama doon am discussion ak benn man mooy time ma nekkee suma placement bi at the Department of Social Welfare te foog naa lu mu wax dëgg la when it comes to rape case ak teenage pregnancy su loolu amee jigéen bi leen njëkk a bileem xale bi dafa wow bët moom moo dem si kër góor bi waaye xam nga daat bi lu ma wax mu ne ma I don't want to hear about yàlla moo ko dogal mu ne ma lu ma bëgg a dégg mooy a punishment should be attached to the boy.
Exactly.
te loolu dëgg la what are we doing pour ñu make sure ne boy bi tamit am na rôle. I mean suñ biiralee jigéen bi suñ parents su luñ dee def dama ko génnee si biti waaye su dee góor bi la góor la te moom njëkkeewut ko fi dina ko fi mujjee. I mean what are those kind of things that we are trying so na man ninka saatol fanan sometimes I mean ni nata na man ninka saato ni ka nyin kufo ika foko ite mankulu ite munyanto soto pour ka nying thank you nyin dia mofo
but when I always say I can speak Maninka with me is I cannot really speak deep Maninka. I think I can,
but you can speak, you can communicate.
Yes.
Saya inyanta fola saya
okay ko jama bija ka tara mo la society kono la me yalan ko aka muso le nyanto tinya anu ni diam fe mulula jama kana ka fa mole ko ita mun sun kutini ita nyande ke da soron ita man kan so ro ka diamu ja so mbo ka ta sifa la fo kan jam ko tanke so lefta ka stop so ko kan dara wala ko muso ni ke natara muso ya sunkutin no lanyo ya sunkut manya naka sunkutin no ni da mata na bile walan ka faye ko ite le fantinya ite ta te ifandi kewal anu ni man mun ko te me ya ko nyenta ka kambano ni falan bile sunkutin no ya fantinya sunkutin no da ranyan to di kambano ba kambano falan boy ta kan net fo man so kambano falan ta kana falan boy ta kan anu sun pere so me ya ko falan ko ye din kewal so jama ni sun kuto fanan nata ila mo jibe jama ibuka fale baki yaje ibuka welcome ba ben natara la idi musole bije way ninki o nata wala anu
wala
kacano futu ko la ka fay ko nin kew ni muso bo futu ka anyenta ka ketena nyena anim tamo me ko nyenta ka futu ka anim tamo me ko manyena ka futu anyenta ka yele la no ana
amanke muso ti fande to da male kumandi katun kewo fanan ka futule kewo kata ay muso nyini ay futuke sai ni be kuluwo ke ibe nati nyola ya fa ko lamin fatumata tennin teng ni dunta futu kuoto ite nyanta ka nyine kele fatumata fana ite fana nyanta ka nyine kele ni nyin sanji soto kana song ke ye la nyokan ite fana ni nyin sanji soto kana ta ye la muso nyin kan katu ni yake nying kambano ani nyim muso mi yalonko iba moyle andu iba ko mbaka wo fana man fea
wo tonya balti Mariama jama ko kono di muso la ko konota so man ka di wala fo nyanta ka gana kapari sorry for my language but it fankere jere faka pare so yidi wol kuma li yidi ya muy be ya fe ko ni wala bije ba kana di muso da ma kuma ne din ke braje kadu nata fankere di muso la sante kambano fana be di muso tala aman di wonka kono bra fana ba so tala karama dinu batal kontonta
salimatu ya aya katale bake andu ilo wo ko mo sene yata bak yalon de fana sa en ka traile fam andu sen I will become more so mam degen comme nu ko sali waxe rek xamna ne lu wax ci soose amna solo torop te lu mo buga man luma de jaaxal sax moy comme nu ko waxe ci soose su ñewé ci yefi yarin xalé bu jigen bi leen de gëna jël am focus ci kawam Mariama defal ni Mariama bul ma indil gatché Mariama yeram ma Mariama bo fi biire fu mo jom suma mbokki faana faane do nga dégg ñu wax waye duñ ne hey mo lamin ya emalal sa bopa so fi biire le jigen fu mo jom and all those stuff ñoom daal luñ fokk mooy xale bu jigéen bi rek lu nekk xale bu jigéen bi la waaye xale bu jigéen bi moom du jékki-jékki rek omba doom de.
dëgg la. dinaa try tuuti si olof bi.
boo try nag yow dinaa la dóor ndaxte yow moom sa tur bi rek maam dégg rek wane ne yow faana fii.
man séeréer la.
waaw ba tey yegg.
après góor ak jigéen ñoo make up society bi su benn sex rek yaroo keneen ki yaroo du dem de so dañu war a yar suñ doom yi góor yi yar suñ doom yi jigéen yi because su lu bon du am tam si ñoom ñaar ñëpp la moo jógee du jógee si kenn kese
waaw de loolu moom dëgg la maam déggeen fay li nga wax moom am na solo trop te foog naa ne lii dafa am solo trop ñu koy waxtaanee parce que yar suñ ne yar dafa war a ëmb lu bare ba pare tamit ñu ñëw si yëfi am tolof yi nga xam ne jigéen ñi moom lañ dee jànkuwanteel si wàllum éducation bi maanaam wàllum jànga bi because xam nga buñ ne jënd moom ne éducation te madame éducation mu ngi nii sax trop time boobu noonu time boobu njëkk bi léegi sax mu ngi tane waaye time boobu njëkk bi lu ñu daan wax mooy jàngum jigéen amut solo dangaa jàng ba yéey kayit sax waaye soo paree Box Foundation ak blogger ndax yow
if you educate a woman you educate an entire generation su jigéen bi jàngee rek
ñëpp la jàngal
community si dañoo flourish góor xale yi ñëppay flourish so dañu war a understand ne jamono boobu nekkatuñ si alhamdulilah nag mu ngi change waaye bëgg nañ mu dem ba si jamono boo xam ne du am benn jigéen boo xam ne dina toog te du dem school mu am benn jigéen boo xam ne ñu ngi ko mayee te amul 18 years so bëgg nañ jigéen ñi yëpp jànga ak nu mu change duñ toog because jigéen they form more than 50% of the country ñoom more than half lañ so léegi yow soo jëlee half yi dëkk bi rek muy góor nga ne ñooñu rek a war a jàng ñooñu rek a war a am skills ñooñu rek a war a toog si place bi dëkk bi du dem because su waree dem ji góor jigéen
su fekkee ne jigéen boo sax moo ëpp góor bi sax
waaw mu ngo sale nga la ko olof loolu am na solo parce que xam nga lu tax ñu ne jàngum jigéen am na solo ndaxte tey boo gisee suñ programme bi ñu ko def ku ñoo caméra jigéen la te góoram ko te jigéen góor yaa ngi caméra waaye léegi jigéen ñi bàyyee tuñ ko góor yi de
studio bi sax amul góor
mu ngoog jeex na nag te suñ ne tamit yëfi jàngum jigéen am na solo tey nekku ne góor yi rek a di advocate for education Salimatu Foundation a ngi nii te jigéen la xale bu ndaw la mu ngi empower xale yi ndaw yi te mu ngi advocate for education so li moo laa wonan le tey with or without jigéen te àdduna dafa gudda tànk maam dégg kenn xamul kan mooy jëriñ sa morom tey xëj na amaana ñu bokkoon ak Salimatu am school kenn foogutoon ne tey Salimatu dina egsi place bi ba am foundation am ñu bokkoon ak yow school tey kenn foogutoon ne maam dégg dina jeexal study loo ba pare ñëw di ibbi foundation ba di war a dem si baa school bi loolu yëpp kenn foogutoon ko moo tax nag olof daf ne góor baax na jigéen baax na sayin salin tey lafta kam min ñinin ka wala ñinti ko na man nin ka aadoor ni nata pour ka ñakatota alfo walla an futu juno itol ya mira ko futu juno ñanta ka sotale by and force katu muso ñanta kata futu la andum ñi ñakatota na adolem ani na ciosano ha
okay so so right
so kay
comme mbadi mbani kala moyral mayam to be mol jibenka aka men fodoro wala futu juno ko jama jeni mbo generation differences before aninse amanka
kilindi
mba mufti Mike la kawandi dola la mwekano modole ya nyinin kanu akafai ko muna tina professor lawasa generation ayintole generation manka clean but certain generation man comme na do kaka nyaka ko suno lamu
anin farto
suno ni farto lamu ba suno ni fado fana islam dino fana ma ko priye mota ya nyo torak afana mo futu bunda mo ni bita futu bunda anyen inyo nyanda ka sewo yale pour ta futu dula banka do jele la futu lungo fong iketal siri bo kumbo kan
ha
ngenyi ni kamuni ka malla fika fudu bamba ni fama ko nata futu manya na kanyino sifala je ni ba mati ma hako ba diwo na fama fanantima
ha aya katale bake andu ila nyin ko fanan sene yatale andu sai ya kudol be aya make sure aya izindile pour momi ya lonko ya moy andum you try to practicalize it bari jama ni ka jinko fodon sen bopa waye digena toga am ñu ko tek ci kaw am ida go mané ko way du yëfi jigen kessé parce que so c'était case are the most vulnerable suñu vulnerable moy ñoo gëna niw doole waye tamit ñoom ñu ngi toroxal goori ci biir kër yi de
alors the question would tricky but in the context of gender based violence mom lu ëpp yëpp góor la maybe loolu sa su ko góor yi dee wax suñ jigéen yi di wax many comme seen experience about gender based violence ñu ne dimbali leen ñun tamit dañu dee abuse
wow
that is not okay ñoom it is okay for them to come and talk about their experiences but it is not okay for them to use their experience to silence women so loolu mooy suma point of view waaye man daal in any sense violence towards men is not okay violence towards women tamit is not okay violence towards anybody is not okay waaye tam góor yi mais ñoom tamit ñu wax their stories not pour ñu silence women but because dañ bëgg nit yi déglu leen dañ bëgg mu change waaye when they come to say it to silence women that is what I have a problem with
yeah te foog naa ne sax loolu most of them loolu lañ nekk di def parce que da ngaa gis ne yu bëree am na community yoo xam ne parce que yaa ngi fi doon wax ne jigéen du ñimee wax da ngaa wax rek ñu ne la noppil ñoom ñu commencé wax so in that context ñu ngi jéem a silence jigéen te loolu nekk na loo xam ne lu jara seetaat la wala nga wax dara sax ñu jàppa am na yenn waajur yoo xam ne dañoo taxaw ak seen doomi ne leen seen yaay baaxut seen yaay nii la mel seen yaay nele la mel léegi looloo tax man dama ko dee ma ne su doon dañ teel dem jigéen suturaal jigéen jël jigéen teg ko seen xol yi billaay ni kon tey sali maam dégeen société bi xale bu góor so bëgg naa ñu waxtaanee li nga xam ne mooy solution si 5 minutes balaa ñëw wrap up with the programme waaye bëgguma woon programme bi jeex de because tey moom ñu ma fi am wax dëgg yàlla bëgguma woon mu jeex waaye incha always open for you people
okay so maniko
bi moom nañ ko americanize parce que xam nga moom demoon na America soo jéemal ñoo dugal si American language yi tuuti ma am dégg tamit su pare dugal ñu si law term si tuuti ñu jéema wax
message of you are growing older, and if you reach a yourself, value yourself, and know what you want. Don't allow anyone to push you to something that you don't want to do. And to men also watching at the moment, I would just like to tell you guys that see women as your partner. See them as your partner. Don't see them as a slave.
Your rival
your rival or
competitor.
something. And don't see gender activists or feminists as well as your rivals.
Exactly.
Do not see us like that. What we all want, we all yearn for change. We all yearn for positive change. We all want to live in a society whereby everyone's right is respected, promoted, and fulfilled.
Wow.
Thank you.
I think we have heard about the American language from her, and this is a very strong message that all of you that are watching right now need to take note and then focus on. So, Ma'am, degen yo tamit bugana, like I want you also to tell us part of the solution that we need to do in order to tackle this problem in our society.
Okay, so I would answer the question in three folds. First, the parents, the society, educators. Like Sally gave a very all of these things. She believed in the virginity test, but because she got more empowered, she knows now that that is not something she has to do. So kudos to her. And I think that is what education does. Education empowers you. The best gift you can give a girl little girls need to change. We should socialize them. I can be a pilot, I can be a mechanic, I can be an electrician, I can be a constructor, I can be whatever I want to be, and my gender is not a barrier. So the socialization of little boys and little girls needs to change. I think with regards to the state too, they should do more to enforce some of these laws. Like regarding mandatory primary education. We still walk in the street and there are kids begging, not going to school. Some we get into the vans and the apprentice is a child who should be in school. So the state should do more to enforce these laws and do more to make sure that more girls are in school. So I think that are some of the things that we can No. If you're facing abuse and you want to leave, leave. And if you're a woman married to someone and you are being abused physically or you are being abused emotionally, run, seek help. Because you can die in that instance and nothing will happen. So that is all I have to say. Thank you.
Wow, what a wonderful said it. The culture of silence, the moon issue, we have to get away with it. Salimatu to have said it. We need to make sure that we help one another. Let them, men that are watching or people that I mean, they are here to spoil children, or they are here to break our culture, or they come from different cultures, and our cultures are very important and valued, because I come from a Wolof society, she come from a Mandinka society, and she come from a Syrian society, and each and every one of us, we value our own culture. But what we are trying to say is cultures that you know, they are detrimental to the health of the girl child or the women or the men. Those are the cultures that we want to throw in the history of dustbin. Cultures that you know, I mean, it's very serious. And then cultures that you know that they are going to the cultures that we want in our society. I invite Salimatu Foundation to talk about more on education, because the education of the Gambia, the way it is going, so many school dropouts are happening, and these are some of the things that we need to tackle out. With regards to Mam Degen too, this is some of the things that we need as young person, because Box Foundation, as a blogger, no Box Foundation rather, and as a blogger, I am really inspired, because all the time when I see people like you, I get inspired, because all I can do is to talk. For talking, Mom, if you call me for a whole day, I can do it. But with regards to writing or reading, this is one of the things that we need to push up to ourselves. We need to have the heart to do it. When I get to that place and come back, I told my friend that when you get to that place and come back, you become a different person.
Yeah.
And so many things have been changed from me. So all in all, and then on a nutshell, I am really, really proud, and then I am so glad to have these young people on board. And then, Ma'am Degen, I think you should tell our viewers that are watching about your blog page, likewise Salimatu, so that are interested to want to go into your link or your page can able to go and then see so many things that you have been doing before we wrap up to the show.
Okay, you can visit my blog on www.
On Twitter. Follow my page, Salimatu Fati.
Wow, that means Salimatu show the TV. And shout out to Oumie Jallow. I really miss her today. Anyway, and then thanks to Ma'am Degen so much. It was a pleasure having you on board. And then thanks to Salimatu. I would like to thank our camera woman for I would like to thank those that were sending out their comments and contribution, because it's because of you that is why we are able to do our show, and then we are able to learn more. As I said, this is the Youth Bantaba show, and we are youth, and then we need some help and advices. So if you have any comment, questions, or any doubt that you need for us to but comme olof nu mu ko dee waxee rek lu neex moom du doy waaye incha allah bu ñu leen fi ñëwal talee si beneen ajuma si beneen topic ak si ay yeneen nit yi nga xam ne ñoom ñoo fi nekk di liggéeyal Gambia, because foog naa ne Gambia lii lañ soxla, am ndaw yi nga xam ne ñoo mel ni di liggéey. Ñoom gis nañ xaalis, gisuñ xaalis, gis nañ dono, gis nañ yoon yi tukki, gisuñ yoon yi tukki, even suñ tukki amuloo dara te foog naa ne baax a baax